Let's start with the first story. Okay?
Okay.
So there was this um 1 second.
What?
Yes. Just
Oh,
kidding. Yeah. So one day a man and a woman were on a trial, and the judge came. He sat down in like his seat, and the man and woman stood in front of him. The woman was the one who started her speech, and she pointed at the man and said that this man attacked me and he took all my money away, and I couldn't do anything to defend myself because he was so strong. And she started crying and she started begging and she started like please saying please believe me, and she just started like crying in front of everyone. The man looked at her and he was like, she is lying. She came to me while I was counting the money I had earned from like selling sheep and whatnot, and she wanted that money, and she wanted to take it away from me, and she threatened that if I didn't give her that money, she was gonna cause like some problems for me, and she's gonna like make people come, and like everyone is gonna like gather around us because she's gonna create a lot of problems for me, and she's gonna report me and whatnot. And when I told her, no, I'm not gonna listen to what you're saying, she started screaming. She started screaming for everyone to like come. The judge, the judge like was silent for a second. He thought about it, and after hearing them, he learned who has been lying. And then he turned to the man very angrily. He said, you attacked this poor woman, and then not only that, you took her money and then you came here and told everyone all these lies so like we could maybe sympathize with you. And yeah, that is not good. So your punishment is you're going to give all the money in your pocket to the woman, or I'm going to put you in jail. Everyone was so shocked that the judge did that, like that he reacted this way, and that he was so angry because it was known for this judge that he was very calm and he was very collected and he never reacted to anything. So everyone was so surprised, like why was he so angry? So the woman took the man's money and she left the courtroom praying for the judge and like saying thank you, and like and she's doing all this dua for him, and like she kept thanking him and like crying. Then a few of after a while, the judge looked at the man again, but he wasn't angry anymore. He told him, go back and follow her if you want your money back. So the man, confused, went back went back outside and went after the woman so he can get his money back. A few minutes later, the man came back and the woman, they both came back. The man's face was hurt and it had all bruises up on him and he had like cuts all over his face. And the judge looked at them. What do you guys think happened when they came
Well,
back? Hmm.
had a fight.
They had a fight. Very good. Why do you think the judge told the man to go back outside?
Because after the woman was praising her, most likely, at first she thought the man was lying. It might have
Mm-hmm.
sounded, but after the woman was praising him, he
Mm-hmm.
realized this is what people do when they lie.
What do people do when they lie?
Like they start praising the people who believe them. This is why he
Uh,
said to get his money back.
okay. But like if that really happened, why did the judge not like in that instant when like the man and the woman were standing in front of him, why didn't he just like why didn't he just like told the woman give the man his money back?
Actually,
Mhm.
that's
Okay, let me tell you the rest of the story. So after the man came back, he was all bruised and he had cuts all over his face. Keep in mind, I want to say something. In the beginning of the story, what did the woman say? What was her accusation? What did she say?
the man attacked her.
What?
The man had attacked her.
Yeah, he had attacked her and he took all of her money, right?
Yes.
But funnily enough, let me ask you guys something. If someone is attacked, if like someone is attacked, do you think that their clothes will be clean, that like their faces will be okay, and like all their body will like be
Of
free of
course
like
not.
what?
No.
Of course not.
Exactly. Type. I want to tell you something, and this is a clue. The
The
woman was like when she came to court, her clothes were clean, she was not like hurt in any other way. There was nothing wrong with her. The man also,
one
when he came into court first time, his clothes were also clean and he did not have any bruises on him. The first time when they both like were being judged. So, second time, when they came back, the man was hurt this time. The woman came and she was so angry and she started yelling, "Sir, this brute tried to take away my money again. And this money that you have given to me, he tried to take it again. And he attacked me again." The judge then asked her, "Did he manage to take it?" The woman looked at the judge and very angry said, "Do you think I would give up anything to this man? Like, no way. He can take anything from me." So the judge then started shouting at her. Why do you think, you guys, he started shouting at her?
well, he realized his mistake.
And what was the mistake?
Believing the man first.
What?
Believing the man first.
Believing the man best. How do you guys think he knew that it was the
Well,
woman? It was like the woman lying.
first she was praising the judge. Then she was yelling. Like
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yasmin, do you have an answer?
I don't know.
Okay. Let me tell you guys. So the woman told the judge that there's nothing, like, I wouldn't give up for anything for this man. Like, he could not take anything from me. No way. The judge looked at her and started shouting, and he called her a liar. He told her, "You shameless liar. You acted like an honest woman, claiming this man had attacked you and that he stole all your money. And if that had been true, if he'd actually attacked you, you guys would have fought like you did the second time. Like you would have been like maybe bruised, your clothes wouldn't be clean. Also with him, if you would have fought back like you did this time, the man would have bruises on his face and he would have like cuts on his face if you would have fought harder. If, like what you're saying is true. If you were actually protecting all your money like you claim. But that didn't happen. Both your clothes were clean. You were both unhurt and nothing was amiss when everything happened. In all honesty, if this man was actually hurting you the first time, like you said, people would have already gathered around you before you even shouted, and they would have seen him. But you chose to lie, and you chose to make up lies about this man to take all his money from him. But that money is not yours. And now you have to give the money back to the man. So before the judge gave her her sentence, the judge reminded the woman of our Prophet's hadith, our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam hadith. Can someone read it?
I can.
Go ahead.
Who's reading it?
You go ahead, you read it.
Oh, okay. Um, lying is immoral, and immorality leads to hell.
And then he gave her the sentence for whichever like long she had to spend in jail. Now, do you guys understand what happened? Like, do you understand what in the story what happened? How the judge knew that she was lying?
Not really.
Not really? Okay, so let me explain. The first time when they came to the judge, their clothes were clean, right, ya Adam?
Yeah.
And they weren't hurt at all, right? So if someone comes and attack you, wouldn't you try to like defend yourself?
Yes.
And you would do everything you can to like hurt the other person, right?
Yes.
But what happened was both of them, they didn't have any type of like bruises or any type of dirt on them that proves that any type of struggle happened. Okay? So the first time, the judge didn't actually know who was lying. It was a test for both of them because if the money was actually the money the woman actually gave was saying the truth and that was actually her money, the second time the man would have come to her, she would have done what she claimed happened the first time, which was the man took all her money and she couldn't do anything about it. But what happened was the second time when she actually had the money, which wasn't hers, she tried to defend it as much as she can. and she hurt the man very, very badly, and still he could not take the money away. So that proves that the first time there was no fight at all. Because if there had been a fight the first time, she would have defended herself and she would have hurt the man and she would have kept the money if it was hers. Huh. Do you get it now?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. So now, what this teaches us is, and like Yasmin just read the hadith, what this teaches us is lying is immoral. Like, so lying will lead you straight to Jahannam. There is no other thing for it. And lying will actually, like, if you're caught, you'll be punished in dunya, and then you will be punished in the hereafter. So you'll be punished two times. So there's no point of lying. Like, the other story we have is called the fountain pen.
Wait, I
That
thought
teaches
we
what?
I thought we did the chestnut tree.
No, we're not doing the chestnut. We're doing the fountain pen. I just thought tight. Let's talk about it. Okay. This story talks about a boy named Jalal. Jalal was the son of a poor carpenter. They didn't have a lot, but they were like an honest family. One day, Jalal was sitting on the street corner and he was crying so hard because he had lost his fountain pen. And he was looking everywhere for it. Like he tried to look everywhere he could think of for it, and he could not just find it. So when he had lost all hope, he sat on like the corner of the street and he just started like crying so hard because he was so sad because it was his favorite thing in the world.
Wait, was it a fountain?
A fountain pen. Do you know what a fountain pen is? It's like the one in the picture.
You mean the one in
What?
the picture?
It's
You
like the one
mean
in the picture.
the one in the picture?
Yeah.
Oh,
So while he was crying, a very well-dressed man was passing by, and he like looked at Jadal and found him crying. So he stopped and he asked him, "What's the matter? Why are you crying? What happened?" So Jadal told him, I lost like my favorite pen and I cannot find it anywhere." So the man took like a pen out of his pocket and he gave it to him. And he was like, "Is this your pen? If this is the one you lost?" Jalal looked at the pen and then he stopped crying and like he was like drying his tears and he was like, "No, this is not my pen. My pen is not as nice as this one." The man was so surprised that Jalal was so honest. Because at the end of the day, it's a pen. Like no matter what, like he could have just taken the pen and been like, "Oh yeah, this is mine." But no, he was so honest and the man liked that and he admired that so much. So he told Jalal, because you were so honest and you are telling the truth, I'm going to reward you by giving you this pen, and I hope that you accept it. Now, now that we've heard the two stories, I'm gonna ask you guys something. What do you think is the comparison between them? Hmm. Like What happened to the woman and what happened to Jalal? Hmm.
Well, the woman at
Mm-hmm.
first was like this, maybe not, but
The woman was what? Can I say it again?
woman was caught for her lying, like an equal opposite reaction.
Okay,
Equal
so the woman lied, and then what happened to her?
opposite reaction, which is jail.
Jail. So she was punished, right? So, and then Jalal, what happened to him?
He was rewarded for his honesty.
Thank you. So that tells us that when you lie, you are punished. And when you tell the truth, you are rewarded.
I learned pants and fire, but that doesn't make sense.
What? Say it again.
You put liar, liar, pants on fire, and that doesn't make sense.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. I mean, if you think about it, uh, that is going to happen to you. Because if you do lie, you are going to end up in like Jahannam. So it is kind of true to a point.
You're right.
طيب. Now let's read the hadith for this one. Hmm. Can you guys read it? Can someone read it?
I can.
So,
Leads to virtue. Virtue leads to
okay, so telling the truth leads to virtue, and virtue leads to paradise. So, what we've learned today is when you say the truth, no matter how painful it is, because, like, was it hard? Was it easy for Jalal to say this wasn't his pen?
yes.
No.
No, it wasn't. He could have. Like, if he had just lied a little bit, like, it would have been like a tiny little lie, not even like the woman did, where she, like, made all this made up story. He could have just made this one tiny little lie and he could have sent that told them and that yes, this is my pen. And if he had made up but this little lie in his head, he would have gotten the pen. He didn't know that this is what was the man's pen. Maybe the man had actually found it and it was someone else's. So if he had made up this tiny little lie, he would have had a much nicer pen. But he chose not to, even though it was the harder choice to do. And even though he was so sad about what he had lost, but he chose to tell honesty because he knows that at the end of the day, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rewards honesty. Then we get to the woman who maybe she didn't have money, maybe she wanted money to get something, and she chose the easy way out. She chose to take someone else's money and make up lies and do all this like scenario so she would have the money. But she forgot that lying will get you nowhere. And no matter how much you think about the lie, no matter how you try to perfect the lie and think about all the different scenarios, like if someone asks you like, what are you gonna say? If you try to do all these stuff, at the end of the day, the truth will always, always come out. And what will be left is people will know you're a liar and maybe they'll punish you in this dunya. But what's most definitely going to happen is you're going to be punished in the hereafter, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will punish you. So don't choose the easy way out. Even if saying the truth is gonna be harder a little bit at this moment, it's gonna save you so much trouble after that in the future. Okay? Now there's another lesson I want to teach you guys from this story, this story. What do you guys think of the judge?
There might make a little mistakes, but fixes it.
He made a little mistakes. Okay, let me tell you something. The judge, the first time, he did not know, or maybe he knew that the woman was lying, but he had to find proof. If the judge had said, "Oh, like the woman, this woman is lying and she's not telling the truth," how do you think anyone would have everyone would have said like, "What's the proof?" Right? Because why would the woman be lying? Why would she say that this man stole her money? Everyone would be asking, right?
Yeah.
But the judge was very smart. He wanted to show everyone proof that this woman was lying, and he did. When all that was said and done, it showed that the woman could have easily, if this was actually her money and the man actually attacked her and wanted to steal her money, she could have easily overpowered him and not given him her money. But at the end of the day, it was shown that he was lying, that she was lying, and the judge wanted everyone to see that. So no one would have maybe no one would be wondering, oh, maybe she was telling the truth. Maybe why would she do that? Why would she lie? And everyone would be wondering. Now everyone was sure that this woman is a liar. Okay? So yeah, that is it for today's class, you guys. What do you guys take from it? It's very straightforward. What do you take from it?
Lying gets you absolutely nowhere.
Exactly. ها يلا يا مريم.
Lying gets you absolutely nowhere, and it makes things worse.
It makes things worse. Thank you. And what about telling the truth? What happens when you tell the truth, ya Mariam?
What?
And what happens when you tell the truth?
When you tell the truth, it brings you it you
Mm.
you don't
Where do you go?
what?
Where do you go when you tell the truth?
When you tell the truth, you go to
Mm.
go to Jannah.
Jannah. Very good. When you tell the truth, you get rewarded and you go to Jannah. Very good, ya Mariam. Hi, Adam.
Water, pants, and fire. That's
Say it again. Why do you always do that? Why do you always talk so fast and then close the mic and I don't hear anything? Say it again.
okay. This might be a little too fast,
Hmm.
but fire, pants on fire.
Liar,
One.
liar, pants and fire. Okay. So you put it in a few words. Okay. I like that. Like, okay, guys, that is it for today's class. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. And that's it. What do you want to play?
Bloop. Hit.